After 72 hours behind bars, Merlin Liu, the man prosecutors say admitted to burning the cross in Grant Park, left the Cook County Jail. But we had questions about his actions that day. Do you have anything to say to the city of Chicago and the fear and emotions that you evoked by burning that cross?
In terms of the fear that I've evoked, I've already apologized, and I'm going to apologize sincerely again right now.
That apology is not enough for prosecutors who charged Liu with a hate crime and arson. Earlier this month, prosecutors say Liu was caught on surveillance video holding 2 long planks of wood and walking from Halsted to Roosevelt and then proceeded east toward Grant Park. And once there, he built the cross and then wrapped toilet paper around the cross and doused the cross in a gallon of kerosene after he tied a red hat to the top.
This is not intended to be a hate crime.
Liu's attorney in court says it was a misguided political protest. If you are in college or have taken college courses, how could you not know the context of that cross burning?
I didn't go to college for history.
But you are college. You had some college courses, right?
Not history.
CPD released photos of a man they say ran from Grant Park. Why did you choose to run away after you burned the cross, sir?
That's just what I did, man.
So
That's not relevant to...
Some can say you ran away because you were a coward. How do you respond to that?
No.
Then why run? As Liu awaits trial, he says he now understands the racial context.
I've learned now the severity and the historical baggage and the context of what I've done. I understand that now, okay? Before, you can call it uneducated, you can call it ignorance. I understand that, okay? So that's that.
Where did you get the idea of a cross burning if you knew nothing about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop that right there. You heard what the fuck that motherfucker said. So we all know, cause ain't none of us stupid. We all know it's bullshit, cause there's no way that you make it from kindergarten to 12th grade and then go to college and don't know. Matter of fact, there's no way you live in the United States of America and you're indigent and you can't read and write, but you can watch TV or you can stay and move in public spaces and not know what that is. So these motherfuckers are playing dumb. They're playing dumb and they're playing in your face. And I'm telling you, I know nobody wants to hear this shit. You know what? Yeah, what's poppin'? Y'all know what I say. It ain't nothing new under the sun. So, I know for the longest, I've been saying the same things as many different ways as I can to get this shit, to get people to understand what's really going on and what's coming. What I've been saying about what's about to go down on our shores, I'm not the only one that can read the room and see what's happening, because history always repeats itself. And if you pay attention to what's happened in all the other civilizations before us, or all the other regimes before us, in all their many forms, all of the socialist regimes, the Nazi regimes, the fascist regimes, you name it, they've all been through the same thing, because everything under the sun continues to happen. All points of space and time is connected in one point, and everything goes into circular motion, just like time does, clockwise, counterclockwise. In other words, you always go back to the point in which you started. So I want you to listen to what this cat is saying about what's been going on in our military-industrial complex.
They knew that, and Iraq was already unpopular by that point, so they knew they couldn't institute the draft, although it was proposed by certain congressmen in Congress. There was a reinstate the draft bill. So if you don't reinstate the draft, yet you can't recruit or retain enough soldiers to populate these 2 wars, what do? You have to change the regulations. And I think it was the biggest facelift and transformation in US military in its whole history. So some of it was public. So they publicly raised the enlistment age from 35 to 42, and then did another program called Retiree Recall, which was they got retirees, people who served in Vietnam came back and served in Iraq. And they did that publicly. They changed regulation on body weight, so you could be fatter and join the military. But I was more interested in what are they doing secretively or secretly. And I was like, well, I was thinking, I'd done some work on the far right when I was in the UK. This is when I was in the US. And I was thinking, well, what's going on with the neo-Nazi side of things and white supremacists? And in the US, you can actually call up neo-Nazi groups. They have websites. So I called them up and was like, look, I just want to know, like, what kind of experience your members are having within the US military now. And every single one said, it's never been this good. We can get in with swastikas, we can get in with SS bolts. So as soon as I made that initial round of calls, I was like, this is a big story. Because obviously the implications of this are huge. You know, if you're handing an M4 or M16 to a white supremacist neo-Nazi and sending them to a country full of brown people, where there's basically legal impunity for you to do whatever you want, you can guess what the results are going to be. And then I started interviewing neo-Nazi veterans. So the book opens with a guy called Forrest Fogarty, who, and when I say neo-Nazi, I'm not talking about like sort of Nick Griffin or I'm talking about proper hit. Like when I went to meet him in Tampa, Florida, and he's like skinhead, extremist tattoos.
Ed
like,
Norton,
exactly,
American History
like,
X.
the whole shebang. And I went to a chicken restaurant with him by the side of a highway, and he's like bloviating about black people and Jews in front of me, and he's saying, "Oh, and I always get into fights, you know, because I don't hide my racialism." And I'm sort of like, okay, I don't want anyone to think I'm his friend. Then I ended up going to the zoo with him because I wanted to do another interview. So I went to the zoo with him and his kids in Tampa. But he was a great character. That's because he was a real window into the whole thing. He served from 2004 to 5, and he said that his commanders knew about his neo-Nazi extremism and they liked it. They said that he was told that he was a more hardcore and they'd send him on harder missions. That's what he said. And then I heard that again and again from different veterans. So this was, and then there's the gangs as well, because in terms of numbers, the gangs is off the charts. There were serious analysts, not people who are conspiracy theorists or don't know what they're talking about, who were saying that 10% of the US military at points was composed of gang members. So Crips, Bloods, Sir 13, other groups. And in fact, in the book, there's a whole load of photos that were taken by a whistleblower soldier of gang graffiti up on blast walls around Baghdad and other cities in Iraq. So, and none of these people are going there because they believe in the mission. The neo-Nazis and the gangs as well, they want military training courtesy of the US taxpayer. And that's what they got. And in the case of the neo-Nazis and white supremacists, they want to bring it back to the US to start what they call Raha, which is racial holy war, which is
You want to blame everybody else. You see this whole Cyrus case and Mr. Chow? None of this would have happened if you motherfuckers raised your fucking kids right. That fucking little boy witnessed some of his...
And when is it, okay, we've boycotted Asian businesses enough, justice is served, now let's move on. I just personally don't think this is the solution. If anything, it produces more tension, creating some unnecessary race war.
We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money?
Yeah, look, I get it. I know nobody wants to hear this shit. And when I tell you that, I don't want to sound crazy when I say this, like it's some type of precognition or some shit. But this is why I don't have any friends anymore. I only have associates because I can hear what you niggas is thinking when I'm trying to tell you this shit. I know y'all motherfuckers think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna say this. And I'm talking to the people who know me. Y'all know who the fuck you are. I told you motherfuckers that the aliens was coming and you punks laughed at me, right? And now the government's telling you that these motherfuckers is coming. When we was at work and I told y'all these motherfuckers listen to everything that they say, and y'all was all, go get him a tinfoil hat. The black helicopters are circling his mind. And then Snowden dropped the fucking bomb on. Everything I've told y'all up to this point has fucking manifested in our reality. The word conspiracy, to conspire. Word etymology means to group of people to come together and to just breathe. The breath of life is creation. So when one or more people get together and start talking about ideas or what they're going to do, that is conspiring or a conspiracy. Making a plan is a conspiracy. So, like I said, all these things that you keep saying, oh no, this nigga, I've been wrong yet? And if we don't wake up now, everybody in this country, black, white, red, it don't fucking matter. But all of us who were birthright citizens and got ties and lineage to the land that go back 200, 300, 400 fucking years, we got the most to lose. And all the motherfuckers that just got here, that they sent here to do what they about to do and cause civil unrest so that everything else, because you know once it starts, it's gonna go. And everybody's shit that they've been holding in because we can't talk to each other anymore because everything is cancel culture. We can't even talk about our issues without motherfuckers getting upset and getting, and I'm talking to everybody, black, white, gay, every fucking body. Comedians can't even crack jokes any fucking more. This is what we've become. This is what we've allowed because everybody, I said everybody, then lost the fucking plot.